Turn on.
Turn
Turn it off.
Live, yeah.
Hello, guys. We're going to have we've just watched Dodgy Decker, his response to the allegations, which is absolute rubbish. We're going to talk about them tonight. Well, he wants to come on there and make things up, so we'll tell you the truth, what really happens. Obviously, me and John McLean last week, John came on. John said exactly what he said. It's not anyone in the public saying it, it's the police. When he's looked at the enhanced service law, which John was read it out by the police, they turned around and said it's a significant risk to women and children. Now, you have to have 4 or more significant risks. So, for instance, Higgie, he'd done 4 sexual assaults on 4 different people, well, say 4 rapes, then that would go in, stay there. Even though there's no further action taken, like Jimmy Savile, look at him, how many people he raped and he sexually assaulted, and he got off with it because he was quite clever what he's doing. So he's now been to court, and when you go to court, you get a thing off the judges, and you sign it, and you get your bail conditions. Now, I'm sure he said the other week he had nothing to do with driving. I don't even know how to drive a car, and now he's saying, was he in the car? Wasn't he in the car? So that's nothing to do with the driving because we're not bothered about it because we know that. But what he's got on that thing, I think it's someone said to me, I've kept for 7 minutes 30 seconds in the video, the name in the default. No, the
name changes in the fonts of the writing, so we think it's been like tampered with. White creature, racist, Higgie. Yeah, we've heard this. Off, I think Steve Rafe picked up on that as well.
Yeah,
something to do with religion.
And also he's been charged again with racial abuse to people that Christian beliefs or whatever. About, yeah, not racist. No, I'm on about church.
Yeah, they said it could be racist or Christian or religious.
Yeah, religious.
Total fake shit. So it was. Is that a total load of shit from the beast? Brian,
yeah, it's a total load of shit, mate. Absolute garbage. He's making it up. I mean, let me just explain something to you. When you go to court, you get a basic DBS check, which the courts give you, and it might be when you've done a few things when you're a kid, and it all comes up on there. But it's not an enhanced DBS check. So all that is, the courts give you. You get a bail condition on a piece of paper. All you can do is you can go and tip X that out, put that in, and put it on a screen scrub it, put it on, put it back up, and say, look at mine. Yeah, and on one of them, it's a different person's name on it, so somebody else's record he's put up. So it's all bullshit. So, and also, all he has to do is go down the police station, get a Sarah's Law enhanced DBS check, which is a purple, I think it's a purple coloured one. And it's got a water margin through it. It's all enhanced. It's an enhanced one. It tells you everything. The things you've been done for and the things you've been done. Which one? So
just sort of offend you. The paperwork he has shown was just a charge, summary receipt, not an accrual and enhanced DBS. So it shows nothing about the allegation disclosed regarding the rape and the minors.
Yeah.
So let's take a few of your questions.
What he's doing there, guys, he's the same thing, smoking mirrors, like the hands faster than the eyes. So that's what he's doing. He's been like a magician. He's done the clickbait. He's got 70,000 people on, but nearly every one of you have seen through it. If you were not guilty of this allegation, if I was, me and my wife got blamed for being trolls, as we told you. We went down to the police station. We handed ourselves in. We didn't have to. We went into this false allegation. We went and spoke to the police. We were there 10 minutes. There was no further action because there was nothing there whatsoever. There was no proof. But on this one, there is proof. He's been arrested. He's been arrested. He's been charged, and he's been taken to court for it. So he's on bail for these conditions. But he's going out with the driving one and all the other stuff, and the other stuff, that's smoke screens and.
No. So basically, what he's done is he showed the paperwork he's shown is just a charge summary sheet. We don't know what he's actually. No, these are previous charges. Yeah. So he hasn't shown anything really what he's been charged for on the recent one. Also, there's white creature adds racism to the list. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Greetings from Dublin, you too. Mrs. Sexual assault, threatening to beat women up, smashing up women's houses. Yeah. Yep, that's spot on. But it'll definitely come out on breaking bail for the offence repeatedly. Yep, Lee Marvin Hitchman. Yeah, 100%. Yep. But it'll only come out on these enhanced DBS checks, all you see. Basic pre-cons, Bobby Sutherland, Emma, you look half asleep tonight, love. I know, I feel it. I've been sleeping loads. Hi, Brian. I haven't got any makeup on these. at the end, racist conviction. Yeah. Where was his scar? Yeah, a lot of people are asking where his scar was. They said that the scar wasn't there from the fight with Danny. So
yeah, there's something strange there, isn't it?
Yeah, it just made him look worse. Hit the like, ladies and gents. Come on, Rob B.
Yeah, keep the like button down below, guys. Don't forget. You can subscribe to our channel. It's all free. We're helping people out there. We're not calling people, but this one we have to, because these victims out there, all these victims wrong, all these people lying. Because the police had him in and arrested him, kept him in. When you get charged, usually you go in the police station, they keep you for 24 hours, they keep you 24 hours after charge you. When they say to you, they go to the police, they go to the inspector, they go to the sergeant, and they sit there together and they say, right, can we have another 36 hours? And that's what they ask for. So if they ask for that, usually the desk sergeant and the inspector say, right, we're going to charge him with it and we're going to take him to court. So that's what usually happens in a court. If they don't do that, it's very hard. So what's happened, he's been taken to court. Like I said to you on day one, I knew he'd been taken to court. And they billed him, as far as I'm concerned, from the court. And I proved that now.
Yeah, so this is not about the charges, the charges that have been dropped, O'Brien. So
yeah, I know that.
It's not even that. It's a basic previous convictions. It's not allegations. It's not the drop charges. Yeah, the things that he's been accused of and hasn't actually been charged with. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
The video was pre-recorded because he had no scar on his face, so he must have recorded it weeks ago.
We know that, guys.
Press the like button, please. Why didn't he have Danny's scar on his face? Yes, definitely.
Obviously, we think the video has been taken before. Pre-planned. Everything he does is all planned. It sees how sneaky he is and clever. The crying on there and everything, doing all the tricks to get people on his side. But if there's no scar on there, it's obviously before the fight.
Yeah. Defo looks worse and shows he's a racist. He had no scar on his face, so it was recorded weeks ago. Bullies.
Yeah. And you remember the fight was a month ago, something the fight, maybe more. So it proves he was ready for this. He was ready to get nicked. He was ready. He was thinking he was going to go to court. So he'd done this before, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's not this now. Do you know what I mean? So Adam Walker, bully simple as Decker would wipe the floor with you. Yeah. No, the reason why Brian's coming on, Adam, is because Decker's bought us into all this, and he put us into an exposure.
Out me and he's gonna put my ex-partner's son on, call me names and do this and do that. But then we went to see him and talk to him. It was all lies. It was all made up.
But he put us in his exposure video as well as trolls.
And said I was trolling him, and I haven't trolled anyone. So I want to stick up for myself, mate. I'm not bullying him. He's saying I'm trolling him. I'm sure. Show me the proof. I've never sent you one email. I've never shown you nothing. Because somebody put us in a description and these are going to be on tomorrow. So you could get anyone's name tonight and put it on your YouTube channel and say, I'm interviewing Mike Tyson tomorrow, Marvin, whatever, and whatever, 4 different names you could put up there. Yeah. We never done that. So we were put in there. So we have to come back and answer to the allegations. We haven't done anything to Dickie. In fact, I thought it was the proper nice lad 2 years ago, and I tried to help him and give him loads of tips of psychology and stuff like that, and I was helping him. But when I got told this of people from Carlisle I was in jail with, who not lies, they don't tell lies, I started believing these people. And then I got more proof of other people, and Dorman from Newcastle, and people from Gateshead, and people from all over the place were telling me. Yeah. So it's not just 1 or 2 people coming out with this, it's hundreds of people. Like you say, it's like Jimmy Savile. Look at how many times he got the blame for stuff, and he kept saying he never done it, and it all come out in the end. Yeah. And this is what's happening now. If he had the proof that he was not that person, he would go down the police station, get an up-to-date DBS check, and an enhanced one, and it'll be showing you the acro. And the thing is, like, you have all gone to this because why would you have a scar on? Why wouldn't you have the scar on if this was only done tonight?
Yeah. It's
been done you've all the people have sussed it. Even Don, our friend, he sussed it as well. He's got no scar on his face, and he's got no scar. This proved he knew he was foreseeing this because he already knew it was going to happen, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's done this to hoodwink us all. And if you're all thinking, oh, he's innocent. But when you look at it, there's no scar on his face. There's no scar on his face. He pre-exotic thing he did.
Yeah, so what he showed tonight was up to 2013. Spot on, Don. Tommy times 4, evening Brian and Emma, hope you both well. He did probably use the worst camera possible. Bad all of a sudden, right? You couldn't see his scar, just the shit blurry camera.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or right, Brian and Emma? There's no scar.
There's no scar fall there, Cheshire, 100%, mate.
A lot of shite he's shown, right?
Yeah, rubbish again, mate.
He's just dug himself a bigger hole. Add racist to the allegations.
Exactly, there you are.
Brian, give me some of what you're sniffing. Well, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, that big someone just exposed himself up even more. Yes, he did. Decker's early Christmas present from Danny gone.
Well done to Danny Christie, standing up to the bully and beating the bully, by the way. And well done to the travelling lads who walked away from him as well. So they've even said now in their videos, it's not me saying it, it's the lads themselves, they've walked away. If you can't prove this, and he hasn't proved it, it's just more rubbish again for people to try and hoodwink them.
Yeah. And
people aren't believing it, as there wouldn't be all these people on here talking tonight at this time of night.
Stephen Ross, the camera was out of focus. That's why the scar seemed to be absent. Well, maybe, but it certainly didn't look as deep as what it did. His camera's not usually out of focus,
no,
is it?
No, it isn't usually. It's usually right in the camera with his head, right in, zooming in and screaming and shouting and all stuff. That's all done before.
The Woods proof, it was just list convictions at the court. It will take into account should we get convicted offences. He was in court.
Yeah,
it was the sole purpose document shown.
That's all they showed. Yeah, it wasn't the convictions all the way through from the enhanced DBS check. You don't get them because they're only with the police have got them, but they only give them if somebody asks for them.
Barnes looking fuming. He must think we are zipped up the back. Bobby George, good evening, Emma Brian. How did the Christmas presents go for the kids? It went absolutely marvellous.
The kids are over the moon. Emma will tell you.
Absolutely marvellous. If you look at our previous videos, we talk a lot about it. Thank you very much. He used a terrible camera. His scar was barely visible. I don't think it was necessarily the camera.
No, it wasn't the camera. I'm telling you now, the
scar was there. Maybe the scar was there. When the scar was there, the scar wasn't there. The main thing is the enhanced DBS wasn't there, was it?
Exactly. What he said he was going to show you, the paperwork to prove he was innocent, which he's been saying now for months and months and months. And every time he comes on, it just gets. This is the worst one. Actually, he's done. Out of all the times he's come up, this is the worst he's looked and the worst. He's come out now. He's a racist. And so people now even add that to the list. Yeah, and the main thing is he was just meant to show an enhanced DBS. It hasn't been shown. So once again, we haven't had what he's promised everybody, have we? No.
And yeah, Paul, you're mentioning the different name, the font on the computer, the lettering and stuff. Yeah, that was really dodgy. So that was 7.30 into the video. 7 minutes 30 seconds into the video. It's a different font, which is the name. What one of our friends have said, they think it was somebody else's record with their name on it, and he just took it off. Thanks, Jeff Oleg, for sticking up for us there. Documentary number 1. Was it pre-scar or was he going heavy on the fitness as usual? He has just poured fuel on the fire. It's done him more harm than good. 100% spot on. Thanks, Paul Iverson. Very, very clever man, you Paul. You've seen through all of it. And shout out to you two from the Lake District. Keep it real. Thank you. God bless you. Glenn Mountain, his scar was there. It was on the other side because his camera was reversed. There was only convictions. The guy's full of shit. Yeah, you're spot on. But the main thing is, scar or no scar, like I keep saying, where's the enhanced DBS? The convictions there were like our friend said they're done. We're only up to 2013, so we never watched the whole thing because we were on our own, you see. So we've just had a few people get in touch with us. They want a reaction from us, obviously, because he blamed us. We're looking up with us. So we're looking on news, actually. He's telling us a bit of what you've watched, because to be truthful, we haven't watched it. Look what he said about us, trolling him, and it was all made up. Absolute rubbish. And when we came on, we proved it, and he never come back with nothing. All I asked was to the people is, did he show the enhanced DBS, or was the right paperwork shown? People have said no. No, not so exactly. That's all I know. I won't bother watching any garbage with him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I agree with the comments made, but his scar was definitely visible. Yep. Like, let's not muddy water with these things. Yeah, Lennon, 3410, but let's not muddy the waters by not showing what you were meant to show. Well, if you had the proof, the 100% proof, like this piece of paper I've got here, or that bottle, whatever that was proof, you come forward, you put it forward, there's that there, there's the proof. He hasn't done that. So he's just giving you smoke screen and mirrors, so you look at it and think, oh, it could be right, that, but it's not real. If it was really just what I would do personally, what I would do, go to the police station, like I said, take a solicitor, a legal solicitor with you with a proper firm, say Johnson & Johnson solicitors, go down with them, stand there, get them to go and see the police, get a letter off the police to say this is not him, blah blah blah, and the letter would be given to the police. They couldn't lie in that letter to the police. They cannot tell lies in the letter to you. That letter would be given to you. Police should come out and read the letter out, and then show his enhanced DBS check. That's it. Simple as that. 10 minutes or something. I like how friend said anybody use a company or whatever, he could have got anybody use a company, say that they were going to be working with him. But the main thing is, enhanced DBS has not been shown. And that's what he said, forthcoming will be the enhanced. The proof is all, once and for all. I'm innocent of what I've done, and he hasn't done that again. Big up Brian and Emma speaking sense. Thank you. And when he's on the truth, I'm not condemning him for anything he hasn't done. All I'm saying, for when you go to court, these things happen.
And like you said, there's other people pointed out to us about the font in 7 minutes 30 seconds. It's a different font, which is the name, and it's not this. It
the way it's typed.
The way it's been typed, it looks like it's been messed up. The font's been messed around with.
Do you think you should have been part of the exposed? No, we definitely should not have been part of the exposed, because I mean we were nothing to do with him.
Nothing to do with him.
But in a way, we're pleased because we believe that it's brought more people and highlighting the situation more. With Brian highlighting
I don't lie, she doesn't lie. You know I don't lie, guys. I'm not a liar. I've never lied in my life. Even when I was on drugs and things, I told the truth. I come out with the truth. I always come out with the truth because it sets you free. And I'm a Christian. I don't tell lies. I'm telling you the truth here. If he had the proof to stop all this, if he could give £1 million, if he had £1 million tonight, he could give £1 million, he would give it to get himself off. No, he would. Now, all he needs to do is go and get that one piece of paper, speak to the police, go with the solicitor, come out, prove it, 100%. There it is. And the whole world's off his back. They'll go, yeah, we were wrong. I'd come on, I'd apologise. Everyone would come on. And everyone else who was wrong would come on, but we're not wrong.
Yeah.
We're 100,000,000% right.
And Glenn Mountain, I'm sorry for repeating myself. Look at the scar. It's on you. I'm not bothered. So scar or no
Forget
scar,
about the scar,
right? All we wanted to see was an enhanced DBS or the right to paperwork. It hasn't been shown. So in our eyes, there's something not right. Well, we always knew there was. That was the worst showing of paperwork I've ever seen.
Thank you very much.
Forget people, their opponents. Right, Adam is death. Right. Yeah, we thought that as well, Robbie, that it was him. Ridiculous that Dickie's done there and he's scarred, right? So that was the worst showing of paperwork I ever saw.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, if Brian had been fitting well, Dick would have been, if he had a few more scars.
It would have lasted 10 seconds, didn't it?
Good evening, Brian.
2 seconds, guys. I did see the bit where he's got the newspaper where a man found a woman in the toilet and he's got a bit of red tip written around it. You can't even read the writing. So what has that got to prove with anything? He said, I have an answer to this, everything. But he's just proven he was that person who went found in the toilet. Bobby
George, it went absolutely amazing. If you look at our last 2 previous videos, you will hear us talking about it. DMD, he got nicked for the driving offence after a fight in the Scar. How could he have recorded this before the fight and before the arrest? Yeah, we were saying it's only what people have told us. We haven't sat and dissected.
Forget about the Scar.
We haven't
move on to the paperwork.
But we haven't dissected the video. See, we've only had.
Let's see. He's got 1,000 scars on his head.
Yeah,
he's got a hat on his head.
He hasn't showed the correct paperwork.
He hasn't said. He said what he was going to do was give you the DBNS hands in check, which is the one that you get off the police. You go in and get it. He hasn't done that. He hasn't come up with a solicitor. He hasn't went to the police. He hasn't done nothing.
Pieces of papers, in it.
Do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And you'll be finding yourself not guilty. You wouldn't be sitting here arguing about it. We'd be coming on saying, yeah, we're wrong there. He's come out with a stuff like when we're wrong. Don't forget to stick your thumbs up if you like the channel, guys. You can
Why was the video so late? The Scar was full of doubt. He's just not committed another crime, putting up tampered paperwork. It's on the other side. Do you believe it, Brian?
Putting up tampered paperwork. Well said, Billy.
The Scar wasn't there because of the filter. Right? Yeah, so we're not bothered.
Okay, let's go past the Scar,
guys.
Past
the Scar.
If we're going to use that as an excuse to get him off, let's say he's not guilty of the Scar then. Right, move on. Where's the paperwork?
Right.
Where's the enhanced DBS check? And why has he got the font on the 7 minute 30 seconds changed on the font of the charges?
Simple thing. Get your enhanced DBS or
if you think we're right, guys, put your thumbs up, push the like below. And it'll prove if you think we're right, push the button below to prove we're right. And so many people come up there. It's gone from 50 to 100. Push the ask these again. Push the button down below. You think I'm right, and you think Emma's right, and all the other people, and all these people who've come up, these people have been sexually assaulted and abused off this man. You think them people are all telling lies? Just push the button. Thank you. There you are. It says speaks words.
Can't tell me he ain't had a Christmas Eve. Got Nick, that's his fault, and that's why he says Mr. Joy Powell Jr. not backing him. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's backing him.
Joy Powell's a good man. He's a good man, Joy. We're looking at the bits, and he won't be backing something like that.
Stephen Ross, we're only going off what we heard. We were on a live.
Live now, I've actually seen quite a lot of it. I've seen it myself. I've seen the messages of people, nearly everyone on there saying, well, you haven't proved nothing. All you've done is put more petrol on the fire. You've just fanned the flames. Everyone who's coming on, nearly everyone on there, I'd say 85% of them don't believe him.
Paul Cook, Taylor Cook. Imagine if Karma, Danny, Humble Dryer and yourselves had just turned a blind eye, how many more victims would
exactly, that's what we said it for. We're standing up for the victims, and so people like all the others, like John McLean, God bless him. He's the one, well, everyone in the world, John McLean was the one who brought him to his knees. He's the one who went in with due diligence and got the DBS checked, and he got it checked, and he found out what he was. And John has gone out there and spoke out. Might have got himself in trouble through this, but he's standing up for the victims, and he believes all them people that he's sexually assaulted and all them people that he's hurt and all the people he's going to hurt. What is it going to take before this man goes to jail? He's going to have to kill someone. He's going around saying, I'm going to do Roll Morton. For those people who don't know Roll Morton was the man who got out of jail. He was mentally ill at the time. He went and shot a policeman, he shot another man, and he shot himself, and the policeman ended up killing himself as well. So there's 4 people died in that incident, and he's saying he's going to do Roll Morton. Roll Morton went out there and killed people. Now that's what Higgie's saying. I'm going to go out there with a gun and shoot everyone. So, and all these people like us are on his list, he's saying. So that's what we're saying. All he had to do,
and Anthony Beckett.
All he had to do, and Anthony Beckett came on. He grasped Anthony Beckett up over a fight or something. He went in the dock and pointed him out and made 3 statements against him. He made statements against Danny, and Danny Christie had a fight with him. And the video of it, next minute, Danny's been arrested again. The man's a pure grass. You're supporting. He's classed as deemed as a paedophile now. He's down as a racist. He's down as a sexual assaulting people. 11-year-old kid. He's down as that one as well. Grooming an 11-year-old kid. He's also down now. He's a grass, and he's put people in jail mid-statements to the police. What are you doing? What are you supporting? Get a grip of your lives. So, and also thanks to all the people like Anthony Beckett and Danny Christie and Humble Dryer and all the people who've worked behind the scenes, and Guy Furby and everybody who worked behind the scenes for years. Gary Furby told me the truth, and Gary told me from day one. Gary doesn't tell lies, and Gary wiped the floor with him in a fight as well. So I'm telling you now, he destroyed me. Beat him in the first fight, he beat him again. He would not fight Gary. He kept, I'm going to fight you next Monday. All the rubbish in the world. So Glenn Mountain, we're not bothered about a scar. Just stop answering the question, just leave and go on the next one. But it was just people that pointed it out, so we were shouting out what Don didn't think he had a scar. Whether he's got the scar or not, it just deflected. He didn't have his DBS. You deflected it from him again. Obviously, you want to wrap yourself up in all these bullshit and believe what he says. For all the other people, liars, and he's telling the truth. Is that what you're telling me? So everyone else has come forward. I mean, there's videos where he's tape recorded his own mum talking. You can hear clearly his mum saying, "No, you did do that, Decker. You did threaten to burn that man's house down." You go, "No, I didn't." He's going, his own mum's convicted him. His own mum, he's got his own budget. Why would you tape your own mother on a somebody's saying call? White Creature and Dragon's been on, and she's an ex-copper, but not a big fan of an ex-copper, saying it wasn't the right paperwork. Thank you very much. These are the police, and it's the police who actually said to John McLean, it wasn't John saying it, it wasn't members of the public, it was the police themselves. It's a significant risk to women and children, and that's what's deemed on that piece of paper, a significant risk to children and women. How many more times do you want to be told? This is the police saying this, not us. The police, go and check with the police. If you think we're lying, don't push the like button if we think we're telling the truth. 160 people think we're telling the truth. So push the like button, guys, if you think we're telling the truth. I'm telling you now, we're telling the truth. This man, he needs to be brought down, and this is what we're trying to do. He needs to be put away because he's doing these things to people. Kevin Tracy, 100%. That's what we're trying to say. The main thing is the paperwork wasn't there. Brilliant, mate. Yeah, so that's definitely. So you've definitely got us. Yeah, Akko definitely wasn't there. Dickie Saville Jr. Yep, definitely. Yeah. And now he's come out, like Don said, and a few of the other guys. Now he's come out, he's racist. So that's even worse. Worse now. Yeah. Getting bigger. More than tips. Yep. Brian Emma was total rush job and still leaving more questions than addressing answers. Yeah. Paul B. Dean's reply to this is not going to be good for him. Yeah, spot on, Paul B. Higgie exposed himself more than direct tips, doesn't he, lad? The main thing is, thanks for keeping repeating that, Kevin Tracy, because that's all we're bothered about. Everyone else seems to have took the scar into consideration. Yeah, so they're trying to get him off because of a scar. So they're forgetting about all the other witnesses who come forward, hundreds of them from all over the place, and all these other people, like lads have been on the door when he went and went up them stairs after that girl. They're all liars, all them doormen, and all the others are liars. Over the scar. Right. So the pot noodle is still going. Yep. So let's have a look. Get down here about Crush Smash the Lights. Susan, what's the joke? Geeks was in South. Smash the Lights. Bobby Crush says. I agree. Karma, Danny Humble Dryer, and yourselves had just turned a blind eye. How many more? Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much for pointing that out. You're right. But all these people have come forward, not just us. We're not taking the credit for nothing. The main people is Danny Christie, Anthony Barker, and John McLean. Them and three people. And Humble Dryer, the guys. All the ones who worked in the background. They're the ones who mainly give them the information to work with. Them three people have brought him down because that's what he is, and he's grassed them up. They're fighting men. Danny Christie, he's only a little lad as well. And what a heart of a line. Love him a bit. I can't wait to meet the lad. He's welcome at our house anytime, and he's a lovely kid. And I know quite a lot of people from up that way as well. But they've brought him down. They've told the truth about this man, and that's what they've done. And people are saying he's this, that, and the other. But there's no DBS. If you had the DBS check, you'd take it out there and you'd show it to people. And you'd show it. It's a different one. But he's come up down, but that's just there. When you got, and like our friend Don said, he's only put what he's been done for from up to 2013. Walter
White, brilliant. Shout out to John from Criminal Underworld. I take his card back big time. That
was, you see, John had nothing. John actually lost out in this by doing what he's done. He's lost all work and all sorts. John's lost out because he's brought him and told the truth about him. So he was his partner, business partner with us, and he was working with him. But when he found out this to be true, he went straight to the police station like a man would with kids. And he said, my kid's at risk. So they told him, no, they're not. He said, they are at risk. He said that you're not safe. I mean, this is what's happened. And John is on our video last week, and hear John talk on our last video we did about it last week about they exposed him. And he was trying to say John's a liar, and he's threatening John and threatening. It's just never ending. So that's what he does. He threatens everyone.
Lemmy, on his paperwork, he showed nothing since 2013. Seems a bit wrong, definitely.
Yeah.
But that's why you can't show this enhanced one, isn't it?
Yes.
Walter White exposed himself more than diet chips, doesn't he? Live. You don't believe him, then, Brian? No.
No, I don't believe him, mate. I'm sorry, but I do
not. Like Brian said, unless there was an enhanced DBS, but Brian has already knows the enhanced DBS because he's already heard it and he's already seen loads of other stuff. So we don't believe him, no. So I nearly said until there was an enhanced.
His ex-girlfriend actually phones the police station and asks for it. And what happens with the DBS check? You have to go in the police station to read it out to you. So they read it out to you, but because the call was one, she had to phone. So she phoned the police station. You can hear her on the internet talking to him. He's tape recorded it, and he's got to the police with it. And said, oh, she's grasped me up and this, that, and the other, and told me about the DBS check. But when she's on there talking to the police, when you hear the police one going, yes, it's the police, you can tell it's the police talking. And she asked significantly, is this them, is this one, is that one? And they all come out about all the things he'd done. The people he's supposed to have raped, the people he's supposed to have sex assaulted, all these people around. So because there was more than four or more, they said he's a significant risk to women and children. And that's of people, the police, not of anyone else.
Paul Cheshire, that's brilliant. When all said and done, any man would do their utmost and anything to prove their innocence and take the easiest 100% guarantee of the acceptance of the paperwork being accepted.
Exactly.
You would just get it. You're spot on. That's all.
And all he's done there, what you're saying exactly, because when you give something that's not right, you go, what's the point of giving that? Because it's not going to prove me innocent. So you wouldn't put it there. So you don't put it there to con use. Somebody used to listen to his con tricks.
Exactly, Chris H. Another one. He's just joining me. What's been said already. An enhanced DBS check shows all cautions and warnings, not just convictions. And this is what we're talking about: the warnings and the caution and things that he hasn't been charged for, but are on his record.
Yes,
this is a sexual. This is a sexual assaults.
These are serious things what the police keep for predators.
Yeah.
Because how many times you hear them say, "Oh, he wouldn't have to fly him." Jimmy Sullivan's
agreed.
A lovely
Go
man.
to the law with the solicitor and have it read out entirely.
Exactly. That's all you have to do. It's my argument. Man about a scar on his head, this, that, and the other. The DBS check. That's
a few people phoned us up and said he didn't have a scar, so we've just said that.
Forget about that.
Let's
say he hasn't got any scars and whatever. It's the paperwork he's come up with is wrong. There's something wrong with that paperwork. It's not real. So give you fake paperwork once again.
Worst accent I've ever seen. No wonder he got sacked from the film. Big up John from Criminal Underworld. The lad is bang on. Totally. We love John. Great lad. Jax. Emma asked Brian to say Martin Herbert like Karma Corner. Steve Rafe has just done it. I'm creased.
Martin Herbert like Karma Corner.
No, but Brian has never watched Karma Corner, so he's never seen it.
I'll still do it though, because he's asked me.
Yeah. But he says it in a like a bit like Exposure TV, but it's a different way. So you'll have to watch it.
Exposure TV. I can do him. I think I might get the sack there, might I? Get back on this. Yeah, done the Mango. Someone done a video with Roy Orbison signing it.
Crying. Yeah, he's crying.
Yeah.
Lemon. Yes, agreed. I just tuned in. It was all talk about his scar. He will never show the proper evidence. That's all that matters. Is the proper evidence.
If you had what's he called? Lemon, is it?
Yeah.
If you had it, Lemon, would you come on and show the evidence? Because you would, wouldn't you? You wouldn't show something that's got nothing to do with nothing. There's nothing there, so he's a complete predator.
Yes, yeah, I'll say MPW. We don't need paperwork. His partner John was already taught. Yes, we've already established that. We've already said me and Brian don't need to see the paperwork because we've heard it off other people. And
we've heard Decker talk on with his mum. His mum trying to get himself off it. His mum drafted him up.
So we know what we believe, don't we?
She said, "Oh, I never done that." He said, "You did, Decker. You did threaten to burn that man's house down." This is his mum talking to him. He's going, "Oh." And he said, "Oh, well, I only seen Monday yesterday. I haven't talked to her since yesterday." So that was what 11-year-old girl.
So we know all this. It's just for you that we're trying to say. You're all waiting to see this paperwork, and that's what people are asking for. But we don't need to see it.
Yeah.
Decker's gone on the run. He's flipped his lid.
Of course, he's gone on the run.
Can't believe Decker thinks this shit has just cleared his name.
Well, that's what he's obviously delusional, and he's thinking if I go and show something, they might believe it. But you know what, guys? I'm not being disrespectful. Some of you are believing it, but that's what you have to. If you haven't got that intelligence to look past that, he could be the greatest guy in the world. You could love him a bit, you could do everything. But if he was a nonce to me, I wouldn't have nothing to do with him.
Right, so there's more.
Well, I'm
I'm just reading out what our friends just sent us.
Damaging monster, as the damage the monster has caused. Well said.
So
you don't understand how bad it is if you've been a victim to something like this, and they're sitting there and you're backing this victim up. So you're backing this monster up against these victims. Them victims feel even worse now. They're sitting there, nobody believes us. He's done this to me, done that, and nobody's believing these poor people who are petrified to go to the police, who feel ashamed of themselves. They think they're in their own. They think that them people who are victims. That's what they are, victims, but they think, I shouldn't have let it happen. I shouldn't have done this with them. I shouldn't have done that. And these poor people are sitting there on their own, probably most of them, reading this and can't believe what you believe in what he's telling you.
Right, for anybody that hasn't heard what Brian is talking about, go and listen to him manipulate his own mother speaks volumes. He's an absolute disgrace.
And I'm glad there's another one. He's heard it.
I'm an Ireland Brian, and if anyone has a record like him, he would get took away and tortured.
You're right, mate. You get 100%, and that's, even around here, people would do that. He's got away with it though, because he's hanging around with tough guys and he thinks he's clever. But these tough guys, like your Anthony Better, have sussed him out. And they've asked him out for a fight. And when he's going to have a fight, he's phoned the police on and got locked up. He's done this not to one or two people. He's arranged fights for people. And when he's got there, he's phoned the police on himself. Going to be a fight here soon. They've turned up the police and everyone got arrested. He's done that to Danny. Danny's had a fight. There was a video recorded and Danny's been arrested now.
And Anthony Burkett.
And Anthony Burkett, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anthony Burkett.
The new Jimmy Savile. Anthony Burkett saying more help for the victims. I can't feel like this will end without tragedy.
No.
Pot new sponsor. Let's have a look.
I just think people need to look at the paper, look at the proof. If you can get yourself off for something by just simply going down the police station, get a DBS enhanced check, as Sarah's law's called you. There's one called Leclerc's law. That's the violence for people who've had men in their life who have violence. That's on that side. And then you've got the Sarah's law, who's for people who are sexually assaulted people. So that now you can get that in England and Wales. So it keeps going to Scotland out the way, where there's that law doesn't work up there. They haven't got that law there. So that's why it keeps going to Scotland out the way. That's my reason. Why do you keep going to Scotland where that law's not?
Anthony Burkett said he's got to be criminally minded. Craft casual victims never get a voice. That's a fact.
That's well said, Anthony Burkett.
Let's have a look. Brian shown to have empathy for the victims. Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Couldn't get the word out there, mate. You're right.
Them to have, we'll put it on his toes now. Right, let's have a look.
Yeah, the travellers, the good lads, them travellers. Just been out hoodwinked with him, and we thought he was a good guy, and that's why they're so good at grooming people and manipulating people. And what he does, he fits his targets. Most of the people he's been with have got problems, mental health problems, issues like that, and that's what they do. These people, like Jimmy Savile used to do, it get people with mental health in hospitals and stuff.
Documentary number 1, Decker's mother, Brian. If it happens again, you won't get away with it. Says everything there. She said that, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Take the victims before Higgie intimidates them. In my opinion, he has just made a complete bigger twat of himself. Next time, come on, anyone with half a brain knows he's got something to hide.
Brilliant, well said.
He didn't have any moderators on his live. Can't see North East Equaliser.
Usually that's what he does, isn't he, guys?
Yeah. There's victims out there and people putting money in that pricks pocket, shame on them.
That's what I said.
That's why we won't watch him. So that's to be truthful. That's why we didn't watch the video tonight.
All I did is I paused it. I can't stand his voice. And I went through what the people were commenting, the good people. And some people, I don't blame them because he has got your hoodwinked because the masters at this guy. He is an actor. And that's what he's been doing tonight, putting the tears on so you feel sorry for him. We are bullying. No, we're not bullying. What about the victims? What about the victims? Don't you understand that? What about the victims?
They certainly do, Anthony. The question, will he ever stop at him and Brian? No,
he's not going to stop until he's caught. Like all predators never stop until they get caught. And that's what's going to go on and on and on until he's found guilty at court and he's given a massive jail sentence. And then he's all come on. Well, I knew he was guilty. No, you didn't because you're sticking up for him, believing him.
That's totally true, Walter White. No man, real man, starts on some woman and they're in a wheelchair, just shows what a shithouse he is.
Exactly.
That's what he did to Brian.
And even then, I still out with him out. So I said, I'm still not going to back out to you shithouse. And then what did he do? He went missing after that. If you remember when I come back to him, he went missing after that. He never said no back. He knows if Brian Cockerill, 57, will still destroy him. He hasn't got the capability to beat me.
Fion, spot on, Bobby Cush, not the skin of right ward, right, hold on, let me just see where we're going. Anyone who defends Dickie is wrong on themselves. Bet Dickie sweating now, Van Raider, who lived in life, been up there, can't see that.
He's a wrong one.
Shame, jumping, right, let's have a look, they're going too fast.
Van Raider, for people putting the bean on the documentary, no, he's a wrong one. Didn't believe Decker is a nice. Oh, sorry, you've gone that fast.
Thanks, Walter White.
Walter White. He's got it. He's spot on, Walter White, what he's saying.
Oh,
Catherine, I found.
Hi, Steve Rafe.
Dad to BH.
Hi, Steve. We could have done with you one of you tonight.
Yeah, we didn't know you were going on. We could have done one for one, but we'll be on yours next week, mate.
We could have done a reflection.
Oh, yeah. Well, Stephen, I think he was another one who believed in at first, and I did myself, and I think Steve was hoodwinked. I was hoodwinked. They're great at doing this, but when you keep throwing that, people keep going up with these allegations. What condemned him for me is his mother's confession on their talk, and he's trying to get his mum to say how it was, and his mum's telling him how it really was. No, you did try to burn that man's house down. You did. I didn't. She thought, I got off of that. She said, yeah, I know, but you still tried to burn his house down. And then she admits, I never talked to whoever his girlfriend was. I hadn't seen her since yesterday. So she told me. So he's trying to say. She's telling you, isn't she, what he's done? Yeah. But he's recording his mum. She doesn't know that, obviously, does she? You know what I mean?
No.
But
right, Anthony Burkett, right, 2 secs. Let me have a look. It's Bobby Carly's convictions are fake. Decker's poor mother.
Yeah, his poor mother.
Brian, were you friends with Lee Duffy?
Yes, me and Lee were the taxing partners together. We Lee got killed when I went to jail.
Steve, look forward to it. Have a great New Year, you and all in the chat. Yes, Steve, Happy New Year to you. We look forward to next week, Brian does.
God bless you, Steve.
Max, you said that Dickie isn't a wrong one, but would you trust him around your... I can't see that.
Grandma on the board. Just be that. Would you look, listen to me. You out there, right, who've got kids. Would you let that man babysit your kids? Would you really? Or your grandkids? Would you see this to let him? And we've had people we know, we can't mention the names, telling us, constantly texting them. These are women, aren't they? Yeah. Friends of Emma. Constantly texting 50, 60, 70 texts a day. And then when he can't get his way with it, he starts being violent and horrible and threatening them. And we've heard the conversation, we've seen the texts. But these are proper people. You know, disgusting behaviour.
Right, editor. Actually, editor films naked women for a living all day, says it all blooming. Well, right, it's crazy, isn't it? Like anyone who sticks by him or does anything for him, I think they've got serious problems.
But you know what it is? I stuck by him at the beginning because it wasn't all out then. This was like March 2 years ago, coming up. And we believed him at first. And then when people were phoning me from, what are you doing with him? And he's going in the ring with him and all this. And I just pulled away from him. I just blocked him. Never bothered him. But when he came on and said, me and my wife were trolling, which was lies, he put them on his show. You had Billy Moore on. Billy Moore had nothing to do. Good lad from Liverpool podcast. A great lad. Really, really nice lad. He had other people, Steve Rafe, and he had me, he had Sean Atwood, he had Emma, and he had all these people for clickbait. And we never actually went on this show, did we? So we didn't comment on nothing. Our names was used in the clickbait. And that's
we're added to a group on Facebook. Dale Brendan Hyde. Hiya, Brian. Hiya, Emma. Hiya, Dale.
Hiya, Dale, mate.
Brian's going to ring you in a day or two, and he loved his birthday message, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great, Dale.
Yeah. You've seen through him as well, didn't you, Dale? Yeah. Men like Dick and he's looking up what's even gone on. Let me have a look. Right, so what's that say?
that fast. They're going that fast. The questions. It's 540 people on. That's why.
Thank you, Don, for deleting that.
Yeah, if you believe we're telling the truth, guys, push the like button on the computer now, just to keep us. If we're going crackers, obviously don't. But if we are, you believe we're doing it, push the likes on the computer, thumbs up. See how far it jumps.
Yeah, you're right. So everyone, all the best for 2022. Yes. So if you think we are all telling the truth and we are right not to believe him, hit the like button, Brian's saying.
Yeah, and then that proves to us on here if we're talking sense.
So it's still like 50-50 between everyone in the chat, isn't it then? So there's like half of you that are still believing him and half not.
There's 527 on the computer and there's only 240 on the like button. So he's actually, it's in between, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you can't be supporting him, so hit the like button, guys.
I wouldn't even let him babysit my goldfish. I wouldn't let him babysit mine.
And that's what I said, we do let him babysit your kids. Think about it. Would you really? Think about it in your own brain. Yeah, look after the kids there for 16 hours. I'll be back tomorrow night. Would you really let that man look after him? I wouldn't even let him look after my dog. No.
I think Scrappy would look after him, like, wouldn't he?
I think Bronson and Spoon bit my bits. Dogs know about people like that.
Yeah, they could sense it, can't they?
Yeah, they can.
Right, so these are going up far too fast. I can't even read them.
Call it 50-50. So, yeah, 50-50. We're calling this 50-50 now because we've got 500 people on now. A lot of people aren't pushing the button, so obviously some people are showing the like Decker.
Yeah.
Well, it's their opinion if you want to have that,
if
guys.
You watch VI, Skype, etc., you can't press the like. Right.
Right. So you know it's going up now. So press the like button if you think that he's wrong and we're right and all the other victims are right. That's gone just jump massive. Look at 380 there.
I wouldn't let Dick abuse it. Right. So, so that's what we think about it. And, well, we knew we've always had these thoughts and we know it's not going to change because we've already heard and seen proof. So, I don't, it's like a waste of time really waiting for it.
AJ's just said there, Ryan and Emma aren't fibbers. AJ, he's a good kid. The people believe us because we don't tell lies. We've got nothing to do. What's it going to get us telling lies about a man who's getting pointed at the worst horrific crimes you can get apart from the murder? It's probably worse. I'd rather be a murderer than be something like what he's getting called. But like I said at the beginning of this, for the people who haven't heard, and my wife said, if you had the proof, you go to the police station, you ask for an enhanced DBS check, you go with the solicitor, you get a letter off the police to say he hasn't committed these crimes, and they would give you a letter because it would stop trouble because he's obviously in trouble now.
L71.
These would stop. Brian's not a bad man, he said.
It's not that he a bad man because L71 goes on the channel a lot. So
it's not that he's a bad man. We're just saying, go on.
Yeah, so
lost the story now.
Brian, how was the hammer and the ashtray on your head? Silly willies.
Yeah, sorry, Jamie.
Enhanced DBS
smoking every night
can be done online for £48 in 4 weeks.
There you are, mate. There you are, proof. Well, I know this because my sister's been a social worker for 35 years, so she knows the ins and outs of everything about this type of stuff. Not that we asked her to get it, we just asked her, and she knew the colours and everything of what they are. Now you get them. But you can, if you're working with someone, you can ask, as my children, and that's what John McLean, God bless him, I keep saying it, John McLean was the one who brought this to the surface. All the others were pointing fingers, but John was the only one who come out with the proof. And then an ex-girlfriend of Dickie's has come out with the proof as well. So it's then his own mother condemns him, not meaningly, but he's trying to get to say what he wants it to say, and she makes a mess of it. So his own mother, we were talking to somebody else the other day, Stephen Rafe was, he said the same, his own mother condemned him.
Yeah.
But not knowingly so, but he was taping his own mum. And he's another one he had, sorry for his dad. He sat there saying he's not a paedophile, he's not a rapist or a beast or whatever. And his dad walks by with no clothes on behind him, 60-odd-year-old, didn't he? Live on one of his channels. He's just rubbing your nose in it.
Our criminal underworld, John, is on. Evening, sorry, I had to pick some weaknesses up from work. Nice to see you here on the chat, John.
John, can you say what happened? Because there's no better than one of you, mate. Because you're the real hero in this whole scenario. What you've done to help people and further victims to get hurt by this man. You want a medal, mate, for what you've done. You and Anthony Burkett, especially because you've humbled Rise. All these other people have come on and out with this man because a lot of people he's had hoodwinked, John.
Yeah, it's amazing what John's done. A lot of people are saying thank you.
He did, yeah, documenting number one. His dad did the nudist troll twice. He's walked past with no clothes on. Weirdos, aren't they?
Yeah. John is the truth. He certainly is.
He is the truth.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, how are you? I worked in mental health, tainted as a counsellor. I think Dickie was a narcissistic. Yes, he is.
Yeah, 100% narcissistic, bullying personality. He's got that NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. That's definitely what he's got. Well, that's what they have. Most of these, like Jimmy Sam was a narcissistic personality disorder. Jack the Ripper, Yorkshire, all these type of people like that, they have all that traits. And they're all going to kill people. Does he have to kill someone? Seriously, does he have to kill someone before the police? Really, he's telling people he's going to do wrong more. That man went out and killed people, shot people, and took his own life. Do you want this man to kill people before you listen to people? Listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Someone saying, is that DBS the papers he showed? No, it definitely wasn't.
No, it was not. It's just
the
a
stuff Higgie shown was worth less than toilet paper. As John McLean just said that.
Yes, well, John knows the real. He knows better than us. My sister knows. Also, another social workers we know said it's not. They've come on here. That's not enhanced DBS. You can go and get a DBS, which is normal, and go down to the police station and give it a piece of paper. But the enhanced one, it's like a purpley coloured one. It's got a watermark thingy through a colour, and you can tell it's that one. And that other one he gave tonight was just a load of rubbish made up. It's all made up piece of paper. Yeah. I could make one up tonight with my wife. 20 minutes, it'd look better than that.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, I'm good after that show of shit. Yeah, absolute crazy that what was shown tonight. Can't believe it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're going to do it right. I mean, go to the solicitors and get a proper one. But he's done it obviously with his Mickey Mouse team where he's got. And well, it's coming up now. 300 people have put their thumbs up, believing that we're telling the truth now. So we're getting towards the margin because most of them on there have already put the thumb up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's getting there now. So.
And like somebody said, a lot of people, if they're on Skype, they can't.
Yeah, they can't on Skype. Yeah, I never knew that. Tell you the truth. So that shows you how good I am computers. But yeah, he done Dickie, he tried to deflect himself. I know by saying we were trolling him. They do these allegations, people pretend you're trolling them, and they're the real trolls themselves. They're the narcissistic people that sit in the computer all day texting people and making people's lives a misery. I couldn't do that. Couldn't do it. I couldn't be bothered. Wouldn't have the time.
Yeah.
That's why our channel's flying now. That's why we're doing so well, helping people in the name of Jesus. And this is what we're doing. We don't want to put somebody down. If they're good people, we're not putting good people down, but we're putting somebody down here just so he can't do it again. Because he's going to keep committing these crimes because he thinks he's fireproof now. He's got away with that many years. He thinks he can commit any crime and he's above the law. Yeah, and he can talk his way out, but that's what narcissistic people do. All of them have got the same traits. They all talk the same. They all think the same. And they can't, no matter what you say, black is black, they'll say it's white.
Yeah, it's a racial conviction. John's just saying, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, a few people have said that. I couldn't believe it. I wonder what all that's about.
What's all the people now going to believe he's not racist now? He's already been convicted. A racial conviction. What does that say? He's racist.
Yeah. So anyone,
I'm just like to ask you again. Can you push the like button if you can, if you've got one? If you think we're telling the truth, or do you think we're just on here bullying people? Just push the like button if you think we're telling the truth. We're up to 299 now. There's another 2 people come on.
Thank you, James Mitchell. Simply the best channel on YouTube by a long shot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, we try to be the best channel for the name of Jesus. We want people out there to help each other. Our channel is a positive channel. Subscriptions. If you want to subscribe to our channel, it's all free. And we've got loads of videos to help people with mental health. We've got loads of things for people who want to die. We've got training videos. We've got videos with celebrities on. We've got all sorts on there. If you have a look in our archives, everything's free. And if you subscribe, it's free. Get your friends to subscribe and you get a notification telling me when we're coming on. But as I said, how Jesus is in our heart, we just want to help people. And we just feel so sorry for all the victims out there who are reading these comments and people are believing what this man is saying. And these people have been sexually abused and talking about, I believe you, Jesus believes you, Emma believes you, and all these other people in here. 321 people believe you and others believe you. We know you.
Like
you're not. Don't blame yourself for what's happened. You were only responsible for that. You were victims. That's what you are. You're the victims, guys. And this man, he's obviously what he is. Any more questions, guys?
Yeah. Any more questions?
John, we are so grateful for everything you have done. Yes, John, 100%. With AJ, Brian, I think Decker, Higgie has seen better times. Can't miss that. They're going that fast. My eyes are going to the alley with it. Behaviour of a psychopath. You're right. That's what they are. Thank you for the likes, Brian. Thank you. Paul, bad man he is. Yes. Laura Edwards, Brian and Joy, he had vicious convictions well and not driving the car. What a liar. Yeah, exactly there. Yeah, so he's lied about them and all the other things he's lying about. Is that lies? Is it not lies? You don't know where you come to go with him.
Yeah, spot on.
And it's starting to come on now. There's 325 believing us now. People who are on your line now.
I can't watch him and won't give him any reviews. Well, Key Commander, that's
exactly what we did, Key Commander.
We couldn't watch him tonight, so we just relied on other people.
I actually went on myself and I paused him. I went through the question and I looked at the bit when Anthony pointed out to me about the DBS check, where it was changed in the font. I think it was 7 minutes, was it?
7 minutes 30.
7 minutes 30 seconds. It was changed. The font, the name's different. It's been messed about within there. So
can't bear looking at him even.
No, we can't. He just looks. He reminds you of the devil, me, when you look at him. Like one of them horror films where there's a devil in hell. All that screaming and shouting. You imagine doing that to a woman or a child who is abused. Be petrified, wouldn't it? Petrified, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course would be.
Yeah. You tried with me screaming, shouting. It didn't bother me one bit. My mum screams louder than you. You're not. Mum would sort you out in 2 seconds. She's 76. Yeah, screaming and shouting at people. Yeah. That proves what you are when you do that.
Domingo wants praying for tonight's moderating.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that his mum has to deal with too
I
right.
feel sorry for people. I really do. I feel sorry for the parents, but it's what it is. But they're going to keep backing him up because it's the son, and you know that's what they do. But
God believers, my so why is that then? But I'm not even getting into it with you.
Yeah, okay. Got to probably Decker or Jamie, one of them two.
Key Commander, never mess with mum's like, yeah, you're spot on, Key Commander.
Paul, we are going to get Ernie built on our podcast. I've been ill, as you know, Smith, and so Ernie has already said to a couple of lads who come down for the book, he would love to come on, so we're going to go and do it in Sunderland.
Thank you, Criminal Underworld, for answering that question.
Criminal Underworld, fantastic. That's John.
Don't put his name, you're promoting him, but don't put his name
in with my belt, AJ says. Which one's at the snake belt?
What's your opinion on that nonsense? Oh, that's for John. Do you believe in saying there are some people who would make a saint swear? Yes, we definitely believe.
Emma does that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All Christians swear, even Tony Grange, don't you, Tony? Everyone swears. Because you swear, don't you say you're not a Christian? I think the main ones who talk more, fucking bad, and shout and swear like I do. Doesn't mean say you're not godly, because it doesn't say no in the Bible, thou shalt not swear. It doesn't say that anywhere. So yeah, sometimes the best prayers are in swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, any more questions out there? 405 on, 330 people. Thumbs up saying they think we're telling the truth. And we think all them victims out there telling the truth. Well, we know they are. I know in my heart, Jesus in my heart, Exposure TV, all the other guys, Motorsport TV, all these people all know.
True Media.
Jock, who's on there, True Media, Jock with his channel. Scotty Sparrow, what do you call him?
Johnny Sparrow.
Johnny Big Sparrow. All these podcasters believe, even the travelling lads, well done you, travelling lads, what you come on and said the truth. They're not stupid, them lads on the camps. I know loads of them. I'm friends with them all up here, known them for years, and really good people, travellers. And the
honest truth as well.
The honest truth as well, yeah. Well, when you're in with them lads, they always tell you the truth. They're not liars. And they've come on, they've seen through this. They're not stupid lads, and they've realised what he's done. And that tonight, well, that's supposed to be the proof. They'll just the exact same as I am, and everyone else with half a brain or more. He's just made a load of rubbish up again to everyone. Yeah. Trying to hoodwink the public with lies. But the public, it's actually outing you. Don't you understand that? Better the more you come on, you're bragging, going, I've got 6.5 people on my pod. He's bragging because he's getting paid for that. So you people are going on there watching them, you paying him money. You actually paying him money for them 6,500 people. But truth be told, there were 6,000 people on there probably waiting to see if he was innocent or guilty. So, and most of them know he's guilty.
And we know, so we.
Well, our channel now is up there, 333 thumbs up. Put your thumbs up, guys, if you believe me, telling the truth. Don't forget to subscribe. It's all for free. You get ads on to tell you it's coming on, when it's on, never's coming on. Come on, we do 3 or 4 shows a week. And all the stuff, there's 550 videos to look at. There's ones there with me training when I could hardly walk, and I was in a wheelchair, where Decker was out with me, wanting to fight me, and I was in a wheelchair, big hard man wearing your Decker. I couldn't move my hands, guys, with both hands were paralysed. The legs were paralysed, and then he was wanting to fight me. But when I got better, and my hands are coming up now, I'm moving about, bumping, weaving, I'm training, you can see me getting better and fitter, he's gone missing. Missing.
Thank you, everybody, and Jax, thank you very much. It looks like you've been sticking up for me. I haven't seen any abuse towards me yet tonight, so because it's been going too fast, but there must have been someone sticking up for me. So, Key Commander,
good man, Brand, good man. Thank you very much, mate. That would have been the poster one for you.
To deal with that creature.
Him off, John.
Yeah. Spot on, Key Commander. Jax well said.
Always like
next abuse towards her is getting banned. Thank you, Criminal Underworld. So I haven't seen any though. So, no. But thank you for
Criminal World. Everyone loves you, John, and you're a hero.
No, I mean, you stuck up for me, with the
abuse, yeah. I'm saying Criminal Underworld. You're absolutely brilliant, and you're great, mate.
So, anybody else got anything to say something when he has hundreds of people saying all these bad things about him? Will you ever do any interviews of other ex-criminals or criminals at all? Yes, we would. We wouldn't do
ones of criminals who just had to fight to beat the jail for armed robbery and things like that. We've already got one called John Elite. He was in the involved with the John Gotti family. He was in with them. He was in. His story's amazing, from New York. He tells the story. We've had people like Big Joe Egan on. We've got Phil Taylor, world champion darts player. We've got Matt Legg coming after the New Year coming. We've got other top guys coming. There's all sorts. There's loads of ones there we've done. You've been astonished with, isn't there? Some stories in there people come out with.
Yeah, Criminal World's just made a lovely comment there to Key Commander. Cheers, bud, but I promise I won't stop until everyone knows the truth, so he can't harm anyone again. That's amazing.
Well said, John. Well,
and it's amazing what you've done.
Well said. You've done brilliant, mate.
Good night,
I made a good friend of him as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
He's a lovely lad he is, and you can tell he's telling the truth by his eyes. No bullshit and no lies. He come all the way to see us, me and Emma. All the way there. He just drove about 1,600 miles all around him and Anthony Burkett. It was great to see both the guys. And we talked to Anthony, we talked to him straight away. Me and knew they were telling the truth. And we knew.
Yeah.
He was coming up with things. It was just too fast. The way Anthony talks to him about now, like me, your brain's got to be brilliant to remember. And every time he tells you the story, it's the same story because he tells you the truth.
Thank you, Jax. Oh, thank you. Bobby Cush, right, so Julie, looking forward to 2022. Yeah, we certainly
are. Looking forward to it. We've got loads of places to go, all you good guys out there.
See, what we do is on our lives, we won't answer any of the questions when they come up on the comments about this person, about Dickie Higgie. Yeah. We won't answer them and spoil their lives, but we will do reaction videos totally about him, because obviously he brought us into the exposure and we believe that he should be taken down and people should know what he is. But as for answering questions on our normal live feed, we just ignore him, don't we?
Yeah.
The scars of relevant people, it's a document. Yeah, it's what I said, Criminal Underworld. I said, so fair enough, we got told wrong, the scar wasn't there or the scar was there, whoever's told us at the time. But what's relevant is the paperwork wasn't there.
Yeah, so what we're saying is AJ and John, you've all by the side at your back. So we're all getting well with John. There's more people.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, because he told the truth. If it wasn't for John, we wouldn't be sitting here now. I'm not being funny to anyone else. Not the other ones who outed him. This guy was the one. All the others were saying they're going to do it, they're going to do it. John actually got the proof, 100%, categorically, got the proof, showed the whole world, told the whole world what he is. Decker come back with nothing. All he come back was threatening to beat John up, going to do this, I'm going to do that. And John, come and do it then. You know what I am. But like most cowards, he ran away. Yeah. He went to Scotland. You know why he went to Scotland? Because Sarah's law doesn't exist in Scotland. But you didn't know that, did you guys? And that's why he keeps going up there all the way. Because in case you got caught by the Welsh or the English police, they can charge you for it and pull you in. But it doesn't apply in Scotland. And that's why he keeps going to Scotland.
Yeah. So
he's a racist now, convicted. So that's come on. That's great to know, isn't it? So he's lying about all that.
And speak the truth. Oh, thank you, Jax. There must have been some bad stuff on here tonight. As if I'm glad I haven't seen it. I'm not bothered really. It's like walk off a duck's back, innit?
When you say all this, makes you bothered to start doing it more. I just ignore them.
Blank them, yeah.
I just go, well, nice one, thanks for, because what they do, they take 5 minutes to create a false profile. So all the typing and everything, you come on, you go delete. Stop in 2 seconds. So they've sat there like an idiot. And I'm laughing. I know it is. I know I can tell by the MO, by the writing. It's the same as Higgie. You can tell when he's doing something. I can tell these people exactly who they are after a couple of texts off you know who it is.
Thank you, Alison Reid. Jealous anyone noticed you didn't have this? Right, so we've got over the scar bit. Opinion. We can't be bothered bringing that one into it. Everyone, please give Rhonda a big wave for joining us and helping the truth. Hiya, Rhonda.
Hello, Rhonda, love. You all
great
right?
talking to you, and I will be speaking to you again. I just didn't want to bother you over Christmas and stuff, but I will be getting in touch with you. And a massive thank you to you for bringing stuff out to bring this all out in the open. And thank you, Rhonda.
I didn't want to mention you, Rhonda, there tonight, did we? No. We didn't have your permission, so with you coming on,
thank you, Rhonda.
What she did was amazing.
Yeah, so amazing. We can't see hi, Rhonda. I am right.
Second days are up from Dundee. You're right, mate.
Let's have a look. Keep spreading the word. Right, yep. So keeping with the thanks for your support. Blanket feeling of right, blah blah blah. Yep. So everybody's thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, John. Thank you, Criminal Underworld. Thank you, Anthony Burkett. Thank you, Uncle Dryer. Thank you, everybody that's been behind all this from day one, and people that have worked tirelessly to bring him out, and all the channels like True Media, Honest Truth, Karma Corner, Expose Your TV. So a lot of them just
M3 Sports as well.
Yeah.
Motorsports, sorry.
Motorsports,
yeah.
So
all believe all these victims are telling the truth. So we've got 361 thumbs up. We've got 391 not thumbs up, but some people can't put it on. So if you can try and get past that, another few people, if you can put your thumbs up, it'll prove to us we're doing well in it.
Yeah.
We'll keep coming on, exposing people the truth that comes up. 386 people now. So
thank you very much. Right. Another great night. Jacob Lincoln, the world would be a better place if there had more people like Brian. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you
from
very
Canada.
much, Jacob from Canada. He's a good lad.
There we go. Right, so good night and God bless everybody.
Yeah, been on over an hour now, guys, so I don't think there's any more can be said about him, is there really, because it's all been said. But just look through the evidence we've talked to. Have a look online, what we've told you about his mum and everyone else, and all the other people online talk about. Make your own evidence. Don't believe us. Check it out and look yourself. Yeah, you're spot on, Criminal Underworld. I thought that. There's a few of them tonight, isn't there? Yeah. Good night, Rhonda. We know they are, mate. Good night, Rhonda. Thanks for your time. Night, everybody. And Rhonda, I'll give you a ring. Let us know when you're free. All right, night. God bless everyone. Okay, God bless you all, guys. We'll speak to you tomorrow. It's New Year's Eve. I'm going to be on the bottom. Bye. Bye now. Bye.